Alrighty folks, this is Alan recording another comprehensive Magic the Gathering Arena Draft video. Yep, let's do more Strixhaven draft. And yeah, I think this set is a lot of fun. Most people can agree with me. Definitely not your typical college or guild set where you just force two colors, since three colors is definitely very viable in the set, and at least the weaker colleges are not underpowered like it was in like Guilds of Ravnica. So let's give this a spin. And what do we have the fine pleasure of opening? Yeah, Sparring Regimen is busted. If Sparring Regiment was this pack, probably take Igneous Inspiration. That's a great removal lesson that also helps you learn. Also, Field Trip is fantastic. Same with Environmental Sciences. Same with Kelpie Guide. Although Kelpie Guide is better off in the Quandrix deck. Sparring Regiment is just a bomb, and I don't mind drafting white. White is considered a worse color, but when you have a card like Sparring Regiment in your Silver Quill or Lorehold decks, it's definitely busted. You can even splash this in some sort of Abzin type of deck, and it's great. If Sparring Regiment, yeah, I would probably take Igneous Inspiration, and if no Igneous Inspiration, between Environmental Sciences and Field Trip, it is kind of close, believe it or not. Probably can't afford to pass up my first pack one, pick one Environmental Sciences, since people tend to be snatching this up. But Field Trip is also fantastic, and I would probably take these two over Kelpie Guide, since Learn is such a powerful mechanic. But hey, this you can learn, and you can just pretty much grow your creature every single turn, which is busted. So let's take Sparring Regiment. After first picking Sparring Regiment, we could just stick with white aggro, although the best cards in this pack, Oracle, Thunderous Orator, Closing Statement are the best. So white aggro seems to be open. In terms of the commons, Hunt for Specimens is pretty nice. Elemental Masterpiece is a fine finisher. But I think we're looking at either Hall, Thunderous Orator, and Closing Statement. Man, all these are really good cards. I mean, if I do end up in Lorehold, maybe I just take Hall of Oracles. It's not too difficult to enable Magecraft. And you can just put counters onto a creature right away and grow. Closing Statement is great removal, and hoping I can pick it more later if I end up in either Silver Quill or Lorehold, but I haven't tested the Hall of Oracles yet recently, and I heard that this card is definitely one of the best rares you can open in this set, since it's so easy to enable Magecraft and just put counters everywhere. And we already have Sparring Regiment that can learn, so let's take a Hall of Oracles. Ooh, Magma Opus. Wow, this third pick. I don't know what people are smoking, but Magma Opus is a bomb. I guess we can still be in some sort of Prismari deck, splashing whites. Maybe we end up some sort of Jeskai control deck. We can still play Sparring Regiment there. And Hall of Oracles is great, but Magma Opus is a complete bomb. I mean, it's basically Cruel Ultimatum. It's you just kill things, you tap things down, create a creature, and you draw two. This is a bomb. If this wasn't his pack, I wouldn't mind taking Pilgrim of the Ages as a nice way to draw lands and have a nice recursive threat, a grindy card in the late game. But yeah, Magma Opus, let's take it. So three powerful, incredibly powerful rares already, and wow, Maelstrom Muse, Elemental Masterpiece, also Inkling Summoning. I think since I got past Magma Opus and I only first picked Sparring Regiment, I don't really want to commit myself to white-black at all. Otherwise, I would take the Inkling Summoning token. But given that I got past Magma Opus, I think I had to take the Maelstrom Muse here as a nice way to help us ramp out the Magma Opus once it gets an attack in. And we'll just splash white for the Sparring Regiment. So this seems great. If not, yeah, I would probably take Elemental Masterpiece after picking Magma Opus. But Summoning's also great. Let's just take the Maelstrom Muse and force some sort of Broken Teamer deck. Take the Lesson. Also wouldn't mind Memory Lesson. Memory Lapse is a decent way to delay an opponent for a turn, since it also puts the card on top of their library. This is a solid card, and it's nice having these weird negate effects in the set, since there's a lot of lessons that the opponent might cast. But Elemental Summoning gives us a nice token to learn, and we're already geared up to be a pretty powerful Prismari deck. Yeah, gotta take it here over Apprentice, but Apprentice would also be awesome. But yeah, we might not even need to splash white, given how powerful all this stuff we're getting past is. Could take just a random Ogre Battleseer. Campus Guide, I guess, can help us splash for Sparring Regiment. We can always get an Ogre Battleseer later. It's not like a high priority. And if I do have the Campus Guide, just being able to help me find planes to cast Sparring Regiment is nice. Otherwise, intros are fine. There's also Letter of Acceptance, which can help us ramp and get there. I don't mind Campus Guide. Just helps us hit our land drops. Decent, mediocre 2-drop, I say, but still playable in any deck. And Burying Books looks fantastic. There's also Quandrix Pledge Mage, but I think we might be the more controlling version that just wants to play Burying Books. I also like Quandrix Pledge Mage a lot in the Prismari decks, but it can be a little bit difficult to cast if we don't have double blue. Whereas Burying Books is always great and consistent, the best common in the set, along with Heated Debate. And then, wow, Kelpie Guide. Oh wait, the person to my right really just wants to give me a busted Quandrix deck. I'll take it. And I mean Prismari deck, I'll take an Elemental Masterpiece. Hopefully we find more ramp. And then Wormhole Serpent is nice. Although I also like Opt. Opt is also pretty awesome in these decks. I haven't been too impressed by Wormhole Serpent. I like it more in Quandrix when you have larger creatures to give unblockable to. Usually in Prismari there might be enough flyers and burn that you don't need to give creatures unblockable, so I think I'm liking the Opt here as a cheap way to trigger Magecraft and a cantrip, and I'll take an Elemental Summoning here as well. And Hall is going to be really fantastic with cards like Opt too, so yeah, we're doing it. Can even play a Teach By example, which is actually not by any means unplayable in the Prismari decks. But if you have a lot more expensive spells, it's not great. But with cheap spells like Aeneas Inspiration and Opt, it could be fine. But we definitely need ramp in this Prismari deck, which, you know, better off in Quandrix. I'll take a Leyline Invocation. I mean, Sudden Breakthrough can maybe make a treasure, don't know. But it does seem like Prismari is very open for my right-hand side since I got like a pick 4 Magma Opus. This pack doesn't look great. There's a Spectacle Mage, there's our Burying Books, there's Whirlwind of Denial. Pack 1, pick 1. Mavinda could be nice. Nice flyer that can loop back pump spells over and over. I think between us, it's just between Bury and Spectacle. If we're the only Prismari drafter at the table or one of the very few, I can always pick up one of these later. And I think just having my second copy of Bury settles my, just basically means I don't have to pick up anymore. Usually 2 is fine, and I don't need to play 3 copies. I just take 2. This card is just incredibly potent in this set. Inspiration versus Draconic Intervention. Has to be the Inspiration, right? Just more ways to learn. I don't mind the Intervention, but can be kind of weird and awkward at times. I'm hoping it can end up wheeling. It's a nice control card and would be my second pick if it wasn't for Inspiration, but killing something and learning is just too busted here. So I think we take it, and hopefully we pick up more lessons. Any lessons? There's a Waterfall Aerialist. There's also Intro to Prophecy, but it's one of the more weaker lessons I don't care about too much. Whereas I don't mind a random flyer on turn 4 if I need a way to close out. But Serpentine Curve is usually just better, but Intro is not very impressive. Let's just take the Waterfall Aerialist. Best card in that pack is probably the Emergence Sequence, but I think we're committed to Prismari with what we have for now. And Divide by 0, wow. Yeah, let's take it. More ways to learn. So we have a lot of ways to learn, but we just don't have too many lessons, so lessons are going to be a high priority. I don't mind Stormkiln Artist versus Pigment Storm. Stormkiln Artist can help us ramp. There's also Return Pass Caller, since I'm planning to maybe splash Sparring Regiment, which could be quite powerful. But currently, right now, don't have much mana fixing in white, so maybe should have taken Letter of Acceptance to help me ramp into this. Pigment Storm is also fine, but I think I actually like the Stormkiln Artist since I need ways to generate treasures. And it's a fine 4-drop, so let's just take it here. I need ways to ramp, and then Pledge Mage is one of the more important 2-drops in these types of decks to block and defend against the aggressive decks, so gonna take the Pledge Mage, and then don't know if I'll play double Stormkiln Artist, but you never know. I like the fact that this again just makes treasures to help us splash and also gives us ramp to get to our late game. As long as it survives. It's pretty fragile though, but I don't mind a copy. Pigment Storm again would have also been nice. But this is fine, and then hopefully, yeah, we can get there. Don't have too many creatures for Sparring, but again, Sparring is just too good. I might just have to splash this somehow. And Pop Quiz versus Pigment Storm. I have enough to learn on turn 3 already, so don't necessarily need the Pop Quiz. Test for Talents is also quite reasonable, just as maybe a cheap counterspell I can have in the deck. There's also, again, Pigment Storm on 5, which I also don't mind. Kind of clunky, but not too bad. I mean, I can hopefully pick up a test later. It's not like an important uncommon, so let's just try it. And I don't have much at 5, and then now Spectacle Mage looks good, just giving us a nice way to ramp into our late game spells if it doesn't get answered, but it's still very, very fragile, have to admit. And it might play Explosive Welcome, or just take Expand Anatomy. I don't really need that much late game in this deck, since our late game is kind of settled. Just need more lessons like Expand Anatomy onto our flyers, and things to look up, so 4 learn cards, not enough lessons. Take this one. Emergent Sequence, still late in the pack. But I'm hoping I can splash for Sparring Regimen at least to get something going. At least maybe have another Prismari Pledge Mage on defense. Whirlwind of the Now. I think I like Curate over the rest of these. I already have double Elemental Masterpiece. Whirlwind is very medium. Curate, decent. And then take the Resculpt here. Ooh, wow, yeah. Will is a bomb. Rowan, not as much. What damage to each opponent? If you've drawn 3 or more cards this turn, she draws 3 damage to each opponent instead. So the first Planeswalker ability, nice way to just damage the opponent over time if I want to be more aggressive. And then the ultimate is fine. Will is the much more, I think, the more powerful half, where you just end up dumbing down a creature, and then -3 to draw a card is really not powerful. So it's going to be the Planeswalker, hoping the Prismari Pledge Mage wheels. And this looks awesome. Wow, Electrolyze. But there's also Maelstrom Muse. I think I'm liking the Electrolyze. Just a cheap removal spell on turn 3. And then hopefully wield a Maelstrom Muse, but I like the Electrolyze here. It's just too powerful. I also like Rutha. Rutha's a complete bomb. But our deck might not need it. Honestly, like, it's definitely very strong if I can have enough mana to activate this and bounce this back. But given my amount of 3s, I might actually prefer Expressive Iteration for more card advantage. So let's take it here. Ooh, another Expressive Iteration. Frost Trickster is fine, but we'll play double Expressive Iteration. If we're not splashing Sparring Regiment, might as well not even need the Campus Guide at this point. Our deck quality can just be too high enough that we don't need the splash. And we're currently at 22 cards, so we could also just throw in something else here. Heated debate? Wow. Okay, yeah, this deck is really busted. I don't know what to say anymore. I guess this is a lesson for the sideboard. Might not need double Storm Kiln Artists. So just maybe fit 2 more playables in this deck. Might not even need Curate as well, since we have double Expressive Iteration. So it could fit in more 2-drops to more creatures. And this is kind of like the baseline of our deck. 6 creatures, not a lot, but, you know, these decks tend to be light on creatures. We have token generators anyways. Creative Outburst is great. Great, I'll take it here, but not sure if I'll play it, since it's not too different from an Elemental Masterpiece, to be honest. Gives me some extra burn and reach, but it's kind of too expensive for what it does. Conspiracy Theorist can be a nice way to generate card advantage. Haven't been too impressed by this, but it is just a 2-drop. I also see a Burying Books. I already have Expand Anatomy. Maybe Conspiracy Theorist makes it, but we'll see. Nice way to maybe discard and draw a card. So I guess it's card advantage. You can discard a card that you're about to cast that turn, and then still draw a card. So Conspiracy Theorist can be nice. I'll try it out. Can be fine on turn 2. Might not even just a 2-mana 2/2. Not anything too exciting, but still serviceable. Take another Expanded Anatomy. Don't think I need a second Waterfall Aerialist. Just need more lessons to look up. And then I could just play Pillar Drop Warden as a nice way to get back our lessons and spells, and that seems really good. So just need one more playable. Do I just play 3 copies of Barry? I guess I do. 3 copies of Barry in books. Ooh, Frost Trickster then. Maybe I just need a Frost Trickster since we're lacking creatures, and try something out like this instead. Frost Trickster is pretty close to Burying Books. I usually think Burying Books is obviously the better card, but yeah, this deck looks really strong, and I think it's 17 lands with what we currently have. Don't need to, again, throw in any more jank cards. So, yeah. So we just want to choose the playables that we know for sure we want to play. Elemental Masterpiece, Magma Opus, 2 of these top-end cards seem good. I always like double Burying Books. I like the 1 copy of Stormkiln Artist and these 4s. Electrolyze, Rowan, mostly going to be our 5-drop card advantage engine. And then, yeah, this all looks very good. The weaker card could just be the Conspiracy Theorist, but I'm not really looking to. I don't really know what our 2-drops can play. Looking at the sideboards, let's take a look at the lessons, or the lesson. Just 4 lessons. How many learn cards? 3 learn cards. And then what do we want to... On the sideboard, what can we consider? There's a campus guide. But, you know, as much as Sparring Regimen is powerful, again, I think the deck is powerful enough. And I don't think we're really a curve-out Sparring Regimen type of deck, since the Prismari Pledge Mage can't really attack. So I don't think I want to do any splashing here. There's another Elemental Masterpiece. In terms of ramp, we have Maelstrom Muse, Spectacle Mage, and Stormkiln Artist. But overall, our ramp isn't, like, particularly impressive for a second copy, so don't think I need one. Same argument for Creative Outbursts. I already have a Stormkiln Artist Array, so don't need a second one, which is a fine card, nothing exciting. Same with the Waterfall Aerialist. The best card that we can consider is a Burying Books, but what do we take over it? I just like Electrolyze as a cheap way to deal 2 damage and draw a card. Don't like the Conspiracy Theorist as much, but again, it is a 2-drop that I can help trade off early with. And if we don't have enough creatures, our deck can be kind of awkward. So maybe just give this a shot, and then we can keep it even split with the Hall of Oracles. So let's try it out. And then Magma Opus is our bomb. I mean, it was 4th pick to us, so it's pretty insane. So I had to abandon Sparring Regiment, but we just took bombs after bombs and found that Prismari is again the place to be. So okay, I like this. We can Kelpie Guide a ramp. I think I'll play my colors first in case I pick up a Prismari Pledge Mage. And we need 3 colors for the Maelstrom Muse anyways, so that's fine. Yeah, let's just play the Kelpie Guide. Hopefully it survives. Just a nice creature that helps us ramp. Blood Researcher. I could just Igneous Inspiration, to be honest. Or develop the 4-drop. I have Heat Debate to answer it as well, and to bounce it back. So if I play the Igneous Inspiration, it's quite good. The Maelstrom Muse is also better for next turn, since I can get a cheap Heated Debate. So maybe we just play the Muse and pass, and give him a window to maybe gain a bit of life, and then we can kill this. Because I just want to be mana efficient this turn and get value off the Maelstrom Muse while I can. We can cast this for 1 mana, and then we can also untap a red to cast Heated Debate as well, or Divide by 0. That's annoying, so I'm probably forced to bounce this. Maybe see a fight spell, yep. Alright, as long as I can maybe set this back, for a turn, that's fine, and then we can kill it when it comes down. So probably just want to divide by 0 on this. Yeah, let's just divide here. Don't understand. I guess I can put a counter and also attack. So let's see. I can play Mountain. I can divide here. And then put a counter on the Kelpie Guide and attack. I don't mind that. And Force him to just replay everything. Get the elemental summoning. Yeah, let's get some value here. No need to keep up the Kelpie Guide. Let's just get in there for 3. And just force him to recast everything while we do an Igneous Inspiration. Don't think there's any 1-mana pump spells here. There could be a Snakeskin Veil, but I can always heat a debate after response, so we'll do this. And grabbing Expand Anatomy. I mean, I can just start getting value with this Kelpie Guide with the land and not cast this. Hitting him for 5 is nice. Yeah, you know what? Let's get him for 5. That's even better. Because again, we need to race this opponent. Could see a removal spell, but we can just play Elemental Summoning and replace it. That's okay. Valandine, that's a bomb. Probably need to take out Valandine first. Can cast Conspiracy Theorist. Yeah, let's just take out Valandine before this thing gets out of hand. Or, I don't mind just killing the Blood Researcher anyways. I mean, they both have Menace, so that's kind of scary. But I need to kill one of these, and which one do I kill? Yeah, it's probably just Valandine here. Let's not waste time. And then let's put a counter here. Or put a counter on the Conspiracy Theorist, maybe that's just better. Just to diversify my threats. And then attack for 5, since 5 is a lot. And then I can start discarding and drawing with Conspiracy Theorists to gain card advantage. Another Blood Researcher, okay, don't gain life please. Don't gain life please. I mean, if it's a fight spell, that's fine. But please don't gain life. I'm begging you. I guess I can also untap this and put more counters, so that's a kind of a cute trick. But I think we just say go here. Because I don't want to die to a bunch of Blood Researchers. Wow, Belladross Witterbloom. Alright, that's going to become a problem. Especially with all the pest tokens. Yeah, I don't know how I'm going to deal with this. This Belladross is just going to win him the game. I mean, that's the reason why you get Witterbloom, right? Because of cards like these. I can maybe Electrolyze here. Yeah, let's kill this. Pillow Drop Warden seems okay. So we can cast Warden. And he's just gonna chump block all day. So I need a land to tap something down, so say go. Pillow Drop Warden can maybe find me removal at least to take out the Witterbloom next turn, and that's nice. So I need to find a Heated Debate to take out Belladross and kill it, and then find taking 1. Or just blocking it could be okay still. No, you know, let's play it safe. Let's take 1. Motor and Karok, okay. Magma Opus, now that's a bomb. I might just Magma Opus then, so let's see, let's just do that then. I mean, although it is 8 mana, but I think I'm fine with it, so let's tap the lands, untap, Kelpie Guide. Cast Magma Opus. And I don't think I'm blocking here. I guess I can loop back Magma Opus again with the Pillar Drop Warden, and that's kind of gross. And I can start tapping the Blood Researcher down if it grows out of hand. So I think I'm fine blocking the tokens if he goes for it. And I can just keep tapping the Researcher down. So I think I like that. So yeah, let's sacrifice the Pillar Drop Warden here. Grab Magma Opus again. And I guess we can recast it again if we untap. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So yeah, this is pretty gross. So probably a removal spell. Pledge Mage, that's okay. I can always just tap it down and attack. Is this lethal? So if I bounce, attack, not sure. I could just bounce this. Put a counter. Can always untap and put a counter, but my creatures are large enough already. And no need for me to play anything else here, because if he has a board wipe, then I basically just win. I mean, I can play something else, so okay. That's fine. Alright. Alright, not bad. So the deck is absolutely powerful and busted. That's what I like to hear. Alright, this hand doesn't look great. I mean, we do have turn 3 Igneous Inspiration if we can find a land. But overall, it's not looking great, so I think it's a mulligan. And this hand also doesn't look great, but I can maybe bomb the Waterfall Aerialist since it's kind of like one of the weaker cards. And then hopefully I can maybe turn 3 Expressive Iteration, hit my land drop, and also draw a card. Definitely don't want to do it on turn 2 since it's kind of awkward. And if he just passes a turn, could just play Pledge Mage maybe, and then set that up next turn. I think I like that instead. This way we can still attack. Field Trip, sure. Ooh, yep, let's cast it. And then, yeah, we want to put the Inspiration in my hand, I guess. Yeah, because we have enough 4s. Although I do want to ramp more to Stormkiln Artist, I still think I have to take the Inspiration here. And we want... Ooh, that was the wrong one. Oops, oops. Oops, that was really bad. Yep, that was bad. I need the land drop. Oh my god. Might have to cycle away this Elemental Masterpiece. I definitely messed that one up. I accidentally should have put that into library and then grab the land, but at least I can maybe take out this Professor and attack still. Hall's pretty nice, so I can make this into a 4/4 at least in attack. Hopefully no Snakeskin Veil. I mean, it's possible. I mean, he could also have that plus trick. Yeah, he has something here. Sure, I mean, I still get to learn at least. And then, yeah, just take Expand Anatomy. Put counters onto my Pledge Mage and say go. And then maybe we can cast the Maelstrom Muse and put the Anatomy onto it and start going to town. Yeah, that was a huge misplay that I just did there. Overall, not too happy about. Maybe see a fight spell. That would suck. Yeah, probably has a fight spell. Do I just take 4 here, actually? I mean, a trade is also fine, but I think I just take 4. And maybe I do need to just play Drop Warden to play defense nicely and go from there. Yeah, let's just... I mean, I can turn 5 Elemental Masterpiece, so maybe I take 4 again. Cast the Muse and just say go. So I should have had a land bot here, and that would have been pretty strong, but now I'm kind of falling behind due to that terrible misplay. Honor Troll, so I probably don't want to block any of the 1/1 tokens, if I can help it. Do I just take it here? It's a little bit suspicious, but yeah, I think we need to double block this, because it seems kind of weird. Definitely messed this game up. And at least maybe the Pillar Drop Warden can buy me some time. Hopefully no Death Touch on the Blood Rescuer. Please no Death Touch. As I say that, he's probably going to give it Death Touch. I mean, it's not the worst, that's fine. At least a trade happens. And I can at least play a creature to block well now. So as long as everything stays alive, I'm in good shape. Does he have another removal spell? Please no removal. Wow, Rise of Exodus. I mean, maybe I just have to block the Zoomancy here since it's just too much damage. And I don't want him gaining the extra life. I guess he's 25 now, so never mind. So yeah, we're in a bad spot. I mean, I can still survive here with this Elemental Masterpiece. Can maybe afford to trade one off, block the 4/4. I mean, I guess I'm still dead anyways, never mind. I messed this game up so freaking badly. I deserve to lose this. Terrible misclick. If I didn't make that misclick, I would have maybe stabilized, but yeah, that was bad. That was really fucking bad. Wow, what the fuck was I thinking? Holy shit. It's getting a little bit late here, that's the reason why, so... Sorry for my terrible misplays, guys, but I'm hoping this can get 7 and 1. This is by far a very busted deck, but sometimes even I make mistakes, okay? So that extra land drop would have really helped. Especially since it could have gotten my Elemental Masterpiece down a little bit sooner and prevented more damage from occurring. So yeah, those little misplays do matter, guys. Just telling you. Okay, Pledge Mage. So we just want to play our cuddled lands, and yeah, should be okay. Even though we have a 8 drop and a 5 drop, and then curving out with Kelpie Guide is pretty awesome too. And I have to also remember that I can also just play the Hall of Oracles. I can put a counter onto a creature untapped with a Kelpie Guide, and then also put a second counter. So yeah, let's just play Kelpie Guide. Maybe we can turn 5 a Pigment Storm and still untap the land to get value. Probably want to save it for the Elemental Summoning. Maelstrom Muse is great though. So now I guess I can cheat out a Magma Opus next turn with an attack, and that's pretty awesome. So then I can draw a card, so that's pretty awesome. I think I will do that. Hopefully he doesn't have a fight spell here though, because then it's going to slow me down. So if he wants to just cast this, I can cast Magma Opus. Although he's just looking to ramp, so not sure. I can cast Pigment Storm, untap the Hall of Oracles, put a counter onto maybe Prismari Pledge Mage or Maelstrom Muse, and go from there. At 2 life, there's not much. So I can do a lot of cute things this turn. Don't mind just main phasing this Pigment Storm, to be honest. Yeah, let's just do that. If he has a pump spell, that's fine. Or negates, I mean, I can still untap the land, put a counter onto Maelstrom Muse. And if Kelpie Guide is to die, I can still cast Magma Opus. But this is okay. I mean, I don't care if you cast an instant here, it's fine. I need to bait it out eventually, otherwise he could counter my Magma Opus instead. I guess he's thinking whether or not he wants to loot or not. Sure. And yeah, I definitely want to untap the Hall of Oracles, put counter onto the Maelstrom Muse and attack for 6. Next turn we'll have a discounted Magma Opus, which is really strong. Maybe see a Burying Books here. Wow, Explosive Welcome. Jesus. Wow, that's really good. Even a Campus Guide, so I guess we just need to slowly get to, I guess we need to slowly get there now. Which kind of sucks, but at 12 life, we're still in decent shape. We can Burying Books the token, put a counter onto the Waterfall Aerialist, and attack with both. Inspiration's also nice. I think I just want to bury, although bury doesn't give me a counter. Inspiration can give me a counter, but I think I just want to bury here and then just attack. Maybe that's fine. And please no stupid tricks. Okay, that's fine. I mean, I can still attack for 3 and cast it next turn. Does he have another stupid trick? I mean, eventually he's going to run out of resources, so... And we can always Igneous Inspiration his face to finish him off. Maybe he's going to play the Elemental Mastery here. That's cute. I guess he can just cast it for 4, since it can't be countered. Alright, let's Inspiration twice then, or just once. Does this opponent have, like, everything? I guess not. Conspiracy Theorists, okay. We can even loot with it to maybe play something else the following turns. Although it does require mana to cast, so... But I'm still playing it before the Expressive Iteration. One plays his own Conspiracy Theorist, that's nice too. I could just offer to trade, even though he does get a card off of this. So do I trade here? It's not unreasonable. I don't mind just blocking. Because honestly, I don't care if he loots here. I mean, it can be pretty annoying if he can make a treasure token, but if he wants to draw a card and discard, that's fine with me. So he can only play the Lorho Excavation. Yeah, let's go for it. Card's more annoying enough as it is. Excavation, that's kind of cute. Pretty cute card, but I think we can beat him. Retriever Phoenix is quite good, and whenever he learns, he can just bring this back, so it's pretty good. So no blocks here, and I probably want to keep up Burying Books next turn. If he decides to put counters onto this. Although Pillar Drop Warden blocks it effectively as well. So maybe I just play the Warden and attack for 2. That's fine, I think I'm blocking. Wow, even Guiding Voice, I guess I'm not blocking. Just take 5. Pretty aggressive. Yeah, I'll just bury it then. And I'll just attack for 2. Could have also Expressive Iteration and kept up Barry in books. Guess the lore hole will get rid of the Retriever Phoenix end of turn, and you might want to learn instead. So lots of interesting options. That's fine. Could just keep up the blocker. I think I like to just Inspiration here. Then Elemental Summoning or Anatomy. Anatomy is also pretty nice. Let's just grab the Expanded Anatomy and then let's attack for 2. I guess he could have also hasted out the Phoenix, so maybe I shouldn't have done that. Maybe I should just kept this back, because he can haste out the Phoenix anytime he learns, and that's kind of annoying. Just stay back then. And then might just Expressive Iteration here. Let's attack for 2 first, I say. So let's Expressive. Been missing on my land drops and it's kind of punishing. And then let's do right this time. And then I could also just cast Rowan. Rowan is okay. I mean, yeah, Rowan's okay here. I think I just want to ping him to death with Rowan, that's fine.
A fight fast and a... I've learned lots of techniques from artists. Trust me, we will fight again.
Okay. I guess his game plan is just to make a bunch of tokens. I could just kill this now, put a counter. Not sure. Might just want to develop the Waterfall Aerialist then. And then this can also give Barry Books a discount. Why does it tap like that? That's so fucking stupid. I hate how the game just taps like that. Yeah, that's so fucking stupid. Come on, give me my blue mana. What the hell's wrong with this stupid game? The all-tapper's so fucking retarded sometimes. Maybe I just force a trade here. It's kind of bad. Actually, no, let's just block like this. So fucking stupid. And yeah, he's just gonna drain me to death now, so I'm in a rough spot regardless. So hopefully he just doesn't kill me next turn and my Burying Book saves me. That's all I can hope for. Maybe some stupid pump trick. Here comes a removal spell. I mean, at least I still have Burying Books here, so I can still survive. I guess I can kill one of them and then attack with both and win, unless he has something else here. I mean, if he shoots me in the face, I'm just dead. Camp the Sky, that's fine, okay. So yeah, I basically just Pigment Storm to camp this guy and I win, right? Yeah, very close match. All Tapper's retarded. So made some punts in that game, but at least I won that one. The other game I think I should have stabilized against. The one I lost to definitely was a misplay on my own, but the auto tapper can be so stupid sometimes. Like, come on, I needed blue mana for the burying books. Why are you giving me the untapped mana? It makes no sense. Alright, seems okay. Ignis Inspiration, Spectacle Mage, Stormkiln Artist. We're on the draw though, so this is a little bit worse with Ignis Inspiration, but again, I still think I keep. Hopefully again not get run over by an insane 2-drop. Arrogant Poets, Killian. Well, sometimes you just wish you have Ignis Inspiration on time, but I'll try to surprise him next turn and not show my third color in case he wants to put counters onto this. Okay, I definitely need to kill Killian for sure. Card's a Mythic Uncommon. And Mythic Uncommons, as we all know, need to be killed. So yeah, let's get rid of it before he just puts counters everywhere and totally destroy us. And yeah, Elemental Summoning seems okay. We can turn 4 and then at least gain a token off of this, so that seems fine. Take a couple hits for now, and then I can also Spectacle Mage on turn 5 and have Burying Books up. I might have to do that since I can get a discounted Burying Books. So, yeah. Might just take it if he attacks with both. I want to bury this to maybe deny him a card. I can also just block here. Like, do I really need to ramp if I have all these lands already? Maybe it's fine blocking because I don't necessarily want to take too much damage. Star Pupil, sure. Maybe a removal spell. I might just get the Spectacle Mage out. He can put counters on his creatures though next turn, so that's kind of scary. You know what? Let's actually just block here. I think I need to deal with this Dueling Coach or at least bait out some sort of trick. Otherwise, it's going to become a problem. Yep. I mean, at least he uses the trick. All right. At least that's gone, and I guess I just need to get to Magma Opus, and I'm in good shape. Although if he puts counters everywhere, that's going to become a problem. So if I play the Spectacle Mage, I guess it's easier for me to get the Magma Opus eventually. I can also play the Elemental Summoning and then say go, but I think I like the Spectacle Mage here. giving me access to a 2-mana Burying Books. Or, yeah, you know what, let's just play this into something. Just want to maybe force him to activate Dueling Coach or something here. It's pretty annoying though, not gonna lie. Hunter's Onslaught, okay. Yeah, that's bad. Divide by 0 is pretty good. So I can just play Spectacle Mage, play Hall of Oracles, and then Burying Books when the 3-4 attacks and put a counter onto the Spectacle Mage, which is pretty nice. And then I can cast Magma Opus and try to win the game that way. Are you serious? Does this opponent have like everything? If I bounce a Study Break, he just plays it again. So that's not looking good. So, but I think it has a resolve here. The question is, do I cast Burying Books or do I cast Divide by 0? Probably Burying Books so I can put a counter. I think I like that. And hopefully no stupid Beaming Defiance to blow me out. Yeah, you have the fucking Beaming Defiance. I mean, at least I'm not dead. Okay, yeah, at least I'm not dead. I'm placed pretty far here, but at least I'm not dead. And what the fuck? I can't even use Hall of Oracles too? I guess it's only sorcery speed, so never mind. So that's kind of stupid. Guess I want to ambush him with Magma Opus. Say go. Do I just cast it now? I don't need to because I can just ambush the Dueling Coach. Or just kill all 4 of these, put counters here, and then just divide by 0. But we'll just do it now. I mean, I could just kill all of these, and then double block the Dueling Coach. Is that fine? I do want a 4-4 though. So maybe this is still fine, just target these 2. And then tap the land, tap the 1-1. And then hopefully nothing here. I can bury that in books. But I like just playing Will here and drawing a card.
If the Prismari want refinement, there's got to be a spell somewhere.
In case of some stupid haste creature, I think I just... No, let's attack with both. We can easily win this with 1 life. Can just cast Heat Debates. Could just plus here. And then... guess I could just Burying Books or just Heated Debates. Main phase. You know what, let's just Burying Books this now. Put a counter onto Spectacle Mage. And then I can attack with both. And then keep everything up in case he has a trick of some sort. And maybe kill him next turn. I'm hoping he just doesn't drain me here. Can always Heat Debate this. He's probably looking forward to chumping. I could also divide by 0, put counters and attack. But I also want to keep up divide by 0, so I think we'll just say go for now. Lock it down for one more turn. Play land, cast Elemental Masterpiece. Put 2 counters. Put a counter here. And then just attack. And keep up divide by 0 in case he has some sort of stupid drain trick. I mean, there's not much that can deal 1 damage here. He's probably going to put a counter here to draw a card. I can always respond with a Heat Debate, but yeah, just be safe. I might want to just keep these 2 up, so yeah. At least he didn't have that stupid Beaming Defiance on the turn he needed it. And I didn't get cheesed out again. But yeah, Magma Opus saved our butts.